Right then, welcome to, well, let's hope that everything's running smooth. Right, this will be my first video. So yeah, welcome to Yancer Jones Unplugged. Okay, so I haven't done a live in ages, and I normally used to just do the lives on Facebook, and I've now decided to move over to YouTube. So this will be the first time that I'm doing this. This is not polished at all. I don't know what I'm doing really. I'm uploading this video. It's only going to be a short introduction video really, so that I've got something on the YouTube page, yeah. And then yeah, so I've got a little prompt thing going on here, so I'm just going to go through this because it's the first one. Okay, and then, you know, we'll take it from there. Alright, so, yeah, so I'm excited here to be an incredible journey with you all. Alright, so you have to excuse me, I'm going to be flickering in and out of what I've got because I've really got a proper format for tonight. So my background, yeah, so my name's Yancer Jones and I'm here based in North Wales. My background is military, engineering, telecommunications. I've worked in social care, doing different things. And then I've been self-employed, running my own business for the last just over 10 years really, concentrating mostly on health and sustainability, natural products, trying to validate medical claims on an ancient cream passed down through my family, and yeah, just working in that sector really, the health sector, helping people with their health, whether it's topically or with nutrition, giving advice, and yeah, working in our academic teams, working in the community on different projects, basically just using my skills really to try and help as many different incentives here in North Wales. And this is like a new part of that. I'm going through transition period at the moment, due to censorship and medical claims and what have you. So I'll cover things like that as we go on, you know, and I'll also cover more things about me, and you get to know me, what I like, and stuff like that, you know. This, you know, why am I starting the channel? So I'm starting the channel because I feel that I'm slightly misunderstood. I feel that the system itself hasn't really painted me in the right, saying the right picture. I think I need to show people what I've been doing and my vision, how I operate, and what I've been up against, and then that will show people, I think, then exactly why I am the way I am, why I'm strategic, why I do things the way I do, why I take my time, why I'm patient. There's reasons for all that, because that wasn't me before, you know. I wasn't the most patient person. You know, we'll go into my background and stuff to do with when I was younger. We'll go into all that, you know, because that doesn't define you. Our past doesn't define us, but it is still part of our history of our past, isn't it? You know, we are given these situations to see how we deal with them and what we learn from it, and they're tests, aren't they, and stuff, you know. So yeah, it's going to be interesting going into that side of my life again. So that I think it's important to go into the past at some point and probably cover that a little bit more, just to show people really that it doesn't matter what circumstances you dealt when you were younger or what you've had to go through, you can still find balance, you can still achieve goals, you set goals, and you can have a vision. You know, you can do absolutely anything you want, and anything is possible. You just got to believe in yourself, manifest it, keep going, work at what you're doing. The old adage, nothing comes for free. You have got to put some sort of plan in place, whether it's trying to join the Paris, or whether you want to be a fibre optic engineer, or you want to work in the community and become a director of different projects or different groups. It doesn't really matter. You know, what we're going to aim to do is show people how that's done and encourage them, and everything about this channel is going to be about positivity, and I mean, we're going to cover the darker shadow. We're going to cover everything full spectrum, holistically, okay? But we're going to try and keep it on a positive note. So if we are dealing with anything dark or anything negative, then we will have a solution, and we will have some sort of a story that will help guide through that. Yeah, because that is one thing that I have got on my side, is I've got a lot of experiences where I've been all over the world and I've done many different things. Unfortunately, I got to do a lot of that with the military, but you know, I have spent a lot of time in a lot of really interesting places, and I enjoy learning people's culture. I have a lot of respect when I do go abroad, and that means that the people will embrace you more, and you will get to see the real them and really what that country's about, their food and history and culture, exactly, you know, stuff like that, which is all cool, isn't it? And we learn from these different people as well, you know, how they deal with things or how they look at things. I think it's important as well to be able to do that. So again, that'll come over in these posts that I'm going to be doing. So yeah, I'm passionate about history, innovation, and truth. You know, I love ancient history, Welsh history. I love, there was a saying by Napoleon, isn't it? That history is written by the whoever wins the war, yeah, which is true. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to look into different aspects of history, world history, Welsh history, and be able to correlate some of this so that we can see what fragments we can put together, and we can draw a better picture of, for example, Welsh history. I am into Sumerian history as well. I'm into Egyptian history. Whether these dates are all correct, I don't know. You know, we seem to be working off two different calendars. Again, you know, this is going to be part of the journey on this page, is going to be able to look at some of the alternative doctors and professors that are out there who are not, they just don't have to have them titles, but anybody who's bringing out some good alternatives, because we've all got a gist of the normal history, haven't we? But what we're after really is some interesting people who are putting these things together or discovering some new stuff that will help us, you know, paint a wider, broader, more accurate picture of history. And that, I think, is really important, because if you don't know your past, then it's difficult to move forward, isn't it? Yeah. So it'd be good to get into that. Innovations, I'm into innovations, so any solutions that we can think for anything, really, whether it's physical or non, you know. Again, I'm into free energy, suppressed technology, you know, which there's loads of it, isn't it? There's loads of technologies that are not available right now to the general public. So again, we'll be looking at these different things, what we can find out about them, and yeah, stuff like that. So that will be interesting. Yeah, truth. I believe in truth. I think we're all sick of lies on this planet right now, aren't we? You know, we've all got an intuition and a gut feeling, and we know that we've been lied to on nearly every level, haven't we? To keep us suppressed and keep us ill and keep us sort of not united and keep us in debt, slaves, whatever you want to call it. So it'll be interesting to look into whatever we do is going to be evidence-based. So that means that if I'm talking about a subject, then I'm going to have Google here, and I'm going to be doing lives, I'm going to be doing podcasts, I'm going to be doing questionnaires, I'm going to be doing I'm going to try and make the page as interactive as possible, so I'll do lives when there's comments and questions, and we'll do Q&As, so that should be a whole thing of Q&A. But let's get the channel up and running first. Let's start hitting a few topics. You know, one of my passions is hemp. I've spoken worldwide on hemp on many podcasts, about how its impact it would have on the earth and its impact statement, how it would help the economy, health, socially, everything, entrepreneur-wise, what it would give, what the industry would create, i.e. work, innovations, entrepreneurship, processing plants, supply chain, infrastructure, improve the GDP. It can make countries sustainable. Apprenticeships, and it's an alternative to basically 50,000 other products. It cleans the soil, cleans the air, rotational crop. I could go on all day, so I'm going to be really covering hemp as we go. I'll probably break it down, because hemp, you can make batteries and super compressors out of it as well. So, you know, it would save Musk from digging all them quarries up looking for lithium, potentially, if you harnessed the technology of hemp completely and then commercialized it and scaled it up, which is possible with the right funding. Okay, so we're going to be, my passion as well is sustainability, you know. So sustainability means, can it carry on in a sustainable way? Is it viable? Is it feasible? Is it sustainable? Is it desirable? 4 key elements. So yeah, hemp is sustainable because it grows within 12 weeks. You can get 2 to 3 crops in places a year when harvest. So it is sustainable, you know. So we have to look at the carbon footprint of everything. We have to look at, even though that the whole climate change thing is not really making sense at the moment. Again, we'll go into that. And I've actually done presentations on climate and climate's on Bangor University. We actually went, my group of students went, and what did we win with? Hemp, because hemp is one of the main solutions for that. It's the #1 plant on the planet right now that can help with so-called climate change. But we do need carbon. So we have to be very careful how we look. We are carbon life forms ourselves. Whether we were silicon-based life forms previously, or we will be, I'm not quite sure, but there's a possibility. So again, there are research that I'm doing right now that's looking into that element as well. So I do work with some amazing genius level people who I tend to, who have been suppressed themselves because maybe the inventions they had or the things they were promoting, it wasn't time then, but it is maybe time now, and it will be time, I'm sure, because the earth needs sustainable ideas, solutions, products, services, that are going to last a long time, not just senseless things that waste money, So yeah, what I'm going to do is I will be interviewing these people, and then they can speak about their vision, their products and their services. I'm also going to be talking to health doctors and MA from the US and other places in Europe. I'm also going to be talking to people in the hemp community, anyone to do with innovations. We're going to be looking at community projects, community incentives. So we're going to be covering quite a lot of things that I'm passionate about. So I'm going to be building, my personal experience with business, history, innovation. I'm going to try and make things as funny as, but I'm quite funny. This is an introduction thing, so I'm just taking it easy. Yeah, there will be, there'll be times where I might swear and get animated, and and there's going to be times when we're just chilling out and we can have a laugh and make things light-hearted, because life can be too serious sometimes, can't it? So I want for taking the piss out of myself anyway. I can't even, if I take glasses off now, I can't see the screen, so I've got to wear glasses. I used to whine at Dad when I was young, saying, "Oh, you got glasses," and he couldn't find them, and he'd hide them, and here I, I've got to wear them myself. So, okay, so I want to create a safe space for dialogue, same as that I create a safe space in my community meetings, whether it's with Pop Cymru or whatever. We allow people to come and speak, and they get a safe space. In other words, no one's heckling them, no one's taking the piss, no one's winding them up, no one's being derogatory in any way. People get to speak, they get to relax, and it's all good. Because, it's important that everyone is allowed to speak and say something, isn't it? We're not here to suppress people. All right. Freedom means freedom, doesn't it? So, yeah, I'm not politically correct. Okay. I'm not right-wing, I'm not left-wing. Okay, think of a bird. It's got two wings, isn't it? It's still the same bird. So I'm not into that. Politically, I'm not into politics like that because I don't think any one party on its own is the answer, if I'm being honest. Yeah, so we'll look into this again. Let's dive and see what other people think, and I've got my own sort of ideas, you know. So yeah, so I'm not politically correct, and I'm not into this whole cancel culture. I'm not racist by any means. My ex-wife is black from Jamaica. My son's mixed race. I have friends and colleagues of all nationalities and colours and creeds, and I think that diversity is absolutely amazing. I think everyone should be allowed to do what they want, really, and have freedom, really, without being given a hard time, you know. I don't like the system pushing labels and agendas. That's why the YouTube channel is called Unlabeled, and I'll explain, because I used to be in the parachute regiment, but I'm not a para now, right? You can get me. I'm fucking hell, if I was on 10 mile an hour being bits. Fucking hell. There's a run round that in what, an hour and a half or something? I'm 40, I can't remember, 20 hours, something ridiculous. And the PTIs would be beasting us. Oh man, you know. So I'm not a para. I am an ex-para, but I'm not a para. I'm an engineer. I'm this. I used to be in football gangs, football hooligan. You know, am I a football hooligan? No, I still like football. I don't mind football. Am I a hooligan? No. You know what I mean? So you see how we are these things because we've done them previously, haven't we? They don't define us, do they? You know, because if we stay in the moment, in the centre, it's like, I'm just Yanso now, aren't I? You know what I mean? So right here in this moment, I'm just Yanso, and then this is what it is. You know, and that's how I want to really operate with this, rather than, we can delve into the past, can't we? We can delve into what's going on now, and then we've got our aspirations for the future. And yeah, so that's why I try to stay away from any labels whatsoever. And yeah, I don't like the system try and push a narrative on people. I don't like that. So that life isn't about being in a box, is it? It's far from it. Life is huge. So why should we label ourselves and put ourselves in a tiny little box? You know, doesn't make sense, does it? So that's definitely not what I'm going to be doing on this channel. If anything, the reason I'm doing this channel is to get out of that fucking box. You understand? Because that box doesn't work for no one really, does it? Because it limits you, where we're really sentient, limitless beings, aren't we? Who are co-creators. We can create our own reality, really. Just that we're not taught how to do it. And then we've got all these different distractions and things that are there to hamper that manifestation. You know, things in our air, things in the water, things in our food. You know, so we will look into that, and then we'll give examples, and then we'll try and, one thing that's really important I'm going to do here, that's really important, and I haven't got that long, so I'm only going to do 30 minutes, is that I've just forgotten. I've just forgotten. Oh man, I shouldn't even looked at the time, should I? Do you know what I mean? So this is what it's going to be like. This is not going to be polished for a while. Look at this. I'm just in my living room, all right? no fancy studio, no, I've got no real, I don't work to scripts, as you just seen then. Okay, so that'll show you that we're working in real time. Okay, right, what else do I want to say quickly? Yes, we're going to be making it interactive. We're going to have questions. So a lot of the stuff, whatever you want to talk about, then I'll create something. Like I do presentations, I do PowerPoints. Sometimes I'll talk like this, sometimes I'll interview, sometimes it'll be a PowerPoint, it'll be a presentation. I'll do lives, I'll do Q&As. So they're the type of things, so I'm going to make it quite, it'll be random. It's not as if it's going to be the same format every week, because that's boring. And I'm unlabeled, so I can do what I want. Which is great, isn't it? Yeah. Freedom, that's what it's about, isn't it? Freedom to just interact, share data, and help each other grow, isn't it, you know? And then if anyone wants to subscribe, follow me, and share the link, whatever, then we just grow this community as what it is, you know. Usual. I'm not going to edit this one because I want to get this out today. I will be doing shorts and little clippy ones as I go, okay, but you know, I'm not the best tech, but I will improve slightly, and I've got some people to help me. So yeah, the essence of the channel is, remember, this is a safe space, creativity and fun. Together we explore, learn and create something truly special. And then I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Until then, stay curious, stay kind, and I'll see you soon. So that will be like a catchphrase type thing at the end. A hook, isn't it? Yeah, a hook. So yeah, this isn't live, I'm just pre-recording this. Yeah. So yeah, I'm hitting 27 minutes. I still can't remember what I was going to say earlier, but it'll come to me. Right? So I hope you've enjoyed this little intro. It's going to be different because there's going to be no rules on it really. Yes, I know that there is censorship on YouTube, but I'm hoping it won't be anywhere near what I've had to deal with on Facebook and Insta. So yeah, and we'll be, my passion is health and nutrition as well, so there's going to be, we're going to be doing different things as well to help with different ailments and give you some advice on stuff like that as well. I'm going to be doing some stuff to help people make products, how to commercialize things. So if you've got an idea, how do you actually bring it to life? I am a role model for Wales as well, so we'll talk about that. So I can help people through that as well with funding. This is something that I want to speak to Big Ideas Wales and Business Wales about, so I can maybe use this channel just to help promote them as well a little bit. I know there are certain rules when it comes, guidelines when it comes to government bodies, but you know, we will try and link things as well as possible to make it easier. That's what I was going to say. I think what's really important, and I think this is why a lot of presenters go wrong sometimes, is that we can all come across as being clever and use big words and make things complicated. We can all do that all day, you know, especially when you're dealing with diverse subjects that maybe people are not that clued up on. So what I was told by a monk a long time ago was, if you can't explain something simply about a subject or a topic or something, it means that you don't know it that well. And he's right, because once you know a subject like the back of your hand, and it's easy, you know it, you don't need prompting, you don't need to read anything, it's just there. For example, with me, with hemp, okay, there are segments that I would have to go and check, but in general, it'd be cool, you know what I mean? I wouldn't need, okay, I could explain that hemp to somebody very easily and basically so they understand. And that is the key to helping somebody learn, especially a topic that's really awkward and they don't know much about it, or it's quite intricate, for example. So by breaking it down and using simple words and a simple way of getting across, you then are able to engage better with the person, and they then understand what you're saying, okay? And I think that is the key to educating people and helping people, because I know when I was in school and college and in uni, at times the lecturers, the teachers would make it too complicated, and I would struggle to take the information in, okay? And now where I'm in a position now where I can teach, and I'm not saying that I know everything, far from it. If anything, I know very little really on the grand scale of things. But I know enough now on a wide variety of subjects to be able to instruct and teach and guide, yeah, as I still learn. Because we learn from everyone, okay? If you think you don't, then it's your ego. So be open to learning and listening and pay attention. There's a reason why it says pay attention. So again, you know, my aim is to make it as simple as possible, in an enjoyable way, using evidence-based information so as to allow the person to learn in a truthful way, okay? So I'm gonna leave that now, and it's been really nice doing this, the first one. It's just starting to get dark now here in Wales, and yeah, I've really enjoyed the first one here. I hope it gives you some sort of clarity in what I'm doing, or what I intend on doing. I look forward to embarking on this journey together, because this is a new thing for me. I'm going to enjoy learning about YouTube and sharing my knowledge and sharing my passions and bringing you some really interesting guests it's not about me. It's sometimes about bringing these people on who are geniuses and who deserve to have a platform where they don't get censored or edited, and where they're allowed to talk about their experiences and what they've done and what they can do for humanity. Because a new earth, which is what we're going into, is going to be about innovation and ethics and morals and people before profit, and unity and sharing and learning and being loving and kind and all these wonderful things. So thank you very much, and we'll see you at the next video. All right, so peace out.